Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are currently in December. It is a beautiful morning, and we are wrapping our bales that we baled at the end of the last episode. We have 2 fields to wrap. Now, I won't be able to wrap them all right away because we're running out of bale wrap, so we're going to have to jump over to the shop and get some more wrap. And I was thinking while we are over there, we might as well bring back all of the pallets that we that we left in their parking lot. So we'll rent a small forklift, we'll rent a trailer as well, and we'll bring all of that stuff back to the farm because it's about time that we get our stuff over here. Now, we are running out of space at the farm. We're going to have to look into buying some kind of a small shed or something because we now have a lot of implements, and that baler that we bought last episode is quite expensive, and I don't want that just staying outside. So we'll have to look at getting some type of a shed, and as predicted, the rolls are empty. So let me hop over to the shop, and I'll get everything on a trailer. I bought a trailer. I had to buy it. It was on special. It was $8,500, I think. And I wasn't planning on buying a trailer. I wanted to just rent one, but I really couldn't pass up that deal. And a trailer like this one is a bale trailer, but any type of flatbed trailer on a farm is going to be pretty useful at some point. And I figured, hey, we have the money. Why not? Let's go ahead and buy it. Now, we also rented this little skid steer here to be able to lift our pallets onto it. So let's attach the pallet forks and start getting this stuff on board. And it's a pretty big trailer too. It's quite long actually. And for $8,000, I think that's a good buy. So let's get these, what are these? These are seeds? Yeah, these are the seeds we got for the planting the grass in the last episode. So let's get this on board. Here we go. Now the important bale wraps. Oh, that's heavy. That's really, really heavy. Okay. almost tipped forward there. Let's drop this right here. And the little bit of fertilizer that we have left, I think there's barely any in here, but let's grab it nonetheless. Yeah, it's almost empty. Almost empty. So let's put this right here. And I'm pretty sure the employees will be quite happy that we finally grabbed all our crap and got it out of their parking lot. So let's turn this off. Let's get out. They could deal with that. We'll hook up the trailer. Now, I don't know where we'll put the trailer, but we'll find a spot, and we could probably actually leave all this stuff on there. All the pallets can stay on the trailer for now because we don't really need it for anything else. So that's fine. I think we'll place it next to the bushes in the driveway. So let me drive back and I'll see you there. And I forgot to strap on the pallets. We lost everything except the seeds. I was driving in first person, so I didn't notice. And as I pulled up here, I switched to third person, and yeah, well, we only have the seeds left. So let me go back. I have to retrace my steps and try and find those pallets. Hopefully we didn't cause an accident or anything. So let me go back, try and grab those. Go back and get the skid steer. Good thing we didn't return it yet. We could still grab the skid steer. Ah, there it is. See, we found a pallet over there. Are they both there? Is that the wrap? Yeah, they're both here. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. Let's park the trailer right here. Let me jump back to the shop. I'll get the skid steer, get these back on, and I'll see you at the farm. Oh boy. And there we go. That's much better. And as I was pulling in and trying to park this thing next to bushes, I noticed that the greenhouse is completely out of water. So I'll have to get some of that, have to fill some of that water back up later in this episode. I'll skip that part for you guys because that could be quite boring, watching someone make 10 trips to the river. And some of you have been saying that, oh, it's unrealistic. You shouldn't buy the greenhouses. You know, they make money. You don't have to do anything, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the whole reason that I stated in the very first episode, if you've watched it, that this isn't a true realism series. It's a semi-realistic series because some stuff I just don't care about. And, you know, a greenhouse bringing in $1,000 per month is really not... game breaking by any means, and it doesn't bother me at all. Whoops, I forgot to fill that back up. And yeah, I mean, we do things like rent a skid steer for $2,000 to, you know, put some pallets up on our trailer. So I think that more than makes up for having a tiny greenhouse making a tiny amount of money. So there you go. Now let's fill this guy back up with the wraps. There we go. Let me finish all of this wrapping, and I will see you with the trailer, the beautiful bale trailer that we bought a couple episodes ago, and we'll pick those bad boys up. I think we'll have enough to completely fill it. We might even have 1 or 2 extras, so we'll have to see. So I'll see you there. And we've almost completely filled up the trailer. And as predicted, I believe we'll have 1 too many bales, but that's a great problem. That's fine. Once all these bales are on the trailer fermenting, we'll let them do their thing for about 2 months. 2 months should do the trick to turn them into silage. We'll be able to sell them off. We'll be in the prime time for silage selling. And here's where I need some help from you guys. First time we had those silage bales to sell, we went to the biogas. We dropped them off and we sold them. And I also did that in another playthrough offline in my free time. And I did the same thing. And I sold my silage at the biogas and everything was fine. But after that, when I went to do the second trip to the biogas with a trailer full of loose silage, it wouldn't take it anymore. And when I had a quick look online, people were saying that you need to purchase the biogas plant. It needs to be owned by you to be able to sell things and make money there, which is super confusing to me because I know for a fact we sold some bales at the biogas a couple episodes ago. And so I'm not too sure how that works. If any of you guys could chime in the comments and let me know, do you need to buy the biogas plant to be able to sell there? That would be great because I know the biogas always has the best prices for silage. But if we can't sell it there, we'll have to go to the animal market. So let me know how that works. Now I'll park the trailer over here. I'll quickly go fill up the greenhouse with some water. We'll skip ahead 2 months and we'll go sell some bales. Here we are in February. It is a beautiful, crisp morning and the silage is just shy of being ready. It's at 94%, so it should be ready within the next couple of hours. So before we head off and go sell that, I want to have a look on our little piglets and see how they're doing. Have they grown a bit? And how's the food situation right now? And they have gotten bigger. I could tell right away they are quite a bit bigger. And so they should be eating more. There's still a bunch of food in there. We're still fine on that. So that is great. And I'm quite excited to watch these little guys grow up and start making us some money. And they're already producing some slurry too, so that's great. Now before buying these guys, I had no idea how to take care of pigs, which is why I did some research and ended up making my own pig guide. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to put it up top on the screen. Go check it out. It's a comprehensive guide on how to take care of pigs. Now let's hook the trailer up And before we go take a look at the animal market to sell this, we'll check out the fields that are at the end of the street, because those are the fields that we're going to be buying next. And the purpose of buying those fields, which are quite a bit smaller than these ones that we already have, is going to be growing pig food. Well, not actual pig food, but growing the crops that are part of the pig's diet. So let's hook this up, and I'll show you the exact fields that I want to buy. We'll take a look at the price as well and try and figure out if we can buy them or not. Obviously not right now because we have very little money, but as we sell the silage, I believe that's going to make us quite a nice chunk, and that might go towards a new field. So let's check it out. There is this one on the left, which is bigger than I thought, actually. This one on the right. They're nicely sized fields. They're not too small. And look at the snow on the tires. I love that. That's a great effect. And the roads are also super slippery because of all the snow and ice. And yeah, when I said smaller fields, I was mostly thinking about this one, field 37, which is quite tiny. But that's fine because the pig's diet, some of it, such as the potatoes or the sugar beets, require a tiny amount. I honestly think we're going to skip those. I don't think I'm going to be growing potatoes or sugar beets, but we'll see. They need sunflowers too, so maybe this one can be sunflowers, and then the other ones could be corn. We'll see. Now, let me head on over to the animal market, and we'll try and sell our bales. And the road leading up to the animal market is absolutely beautiful. It was quite an uphill climb. The tractor was having a hard time doing anything over 24 kilometers an hour, but we made it, and it was beautiful. Unfortunately, the silage bales are not ready yet. They're still at about 95%, 94 or 95. So we'll have to just wait here a bit. I'll skip time forward, and we'll see how much money we make when we are able to sell them. And we're ready. So we have 63,000. And once we decide to sell these... Whoops. Almost broke the trailer there. Unload bales here. And there we go. I love this trailer. It's so easy. There we go. That's a beautiful amount of money. 34,000, almost 35k. That is perfect. Let's put this back in the driving position. Now I'll head on back down to the farm, and we'll be able to fertilize the fields, as we only have 50% of the fertilization done. And so I will see you there. So I had a quick look at the fields. They're quite expensive. Even the smallest one, the 37, is $34,000, and the biggest one I believe is 120 or something like that. So they're still pretty expensive. Now, one of my viewers suggested that I get the mod that allows you to buy the fields with a loan, I guess. Well, similar to the hire purchase mod, but field leasing, I guess. Anyways, I'll have to check that out. That might be interesting. But for now, we'll have to wait on getting those fields as we just don't have enough money. And there aren't any interesting contracts currently, so that'll have to wait a bit. I'm not sure if we have enough fertilizer to fertilize everything just now. We'll try it out and we'll see. We might have enough for this side, but we definitely don't have enough for both fields. So let's start the fertilizing. I had to jump over to the shop and get some more fertilizer. We ran out pretty quickly. And I'd love to get some sort of either a telehandler, a forklift, or something that can something that could lift those pallets, because having to rent a forklift or a skid steer every time is gonna become quite expensive quite fast. But they're all so expensive, like that's the problem, and I don't know which one to choose. I like the skid steers because they are rather cheap. Like the cheapest skid steer is $35,000, but when it's lifting the pallets though, it's barely heavy enough. It keeps tipping forwards when I lift those heavier pallets. So I'm not sure. I like the front loaders as well, but they don't seem that much heavier. They're similar a similar weight to the skid steers. So I'm not sure what to do. I think the play would be a telehandler, but those are obviously the most expensive ones. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Tell me what you guys think. What would you get? We are just about done with the fertilizing. We've almost finished our second field. If you guys are enjoying the episode, please consider subscribing to make sure you don't miss the next episodes. It really does help a lot, especially on a small channel like mine. We're barely 2 months old, and every subscription, every like, and every comment really goes a long way and helps quite a bit, so thank you for that. Once these fields are fully fertilized, we'll have a nice yield of grass for our bales. And I also learned I might have been doing things wrong, in that you're better off not harvesting the grass the first month. Grass apparently has a two-month cycle where it becomes fully grown in the first month, but if you wait an additional month after that, you're going to get a way bigger yield. So apparently I should be doing that instead. So we'll let the grass grow, and we'll be sure to harvest it only on its second ready month. It's quite counterintuitive though, because I mean, when you look at the grass and it's ready to harvest, it'll say on it ready to harvest. So it's not the most intuitive thing in the world, but we'll try it out. We'll see how much yield we get. I don't know if we'll double the yield or if it's just a higher yield, but anyways, apparently that is the play. That's the best thing if you want a high amount of grass. And we do want a high amount of grass. We want as much silage as we could get. So we only have a couple of passes left here, and I think we'll be okay. Or will we run out of fertilizer before the end? I'm not sure. 22 liters left. Yeah, we'll be okay. Just barely, but we're okay. Let's just redo this little spot right here. And there we have it. So the end of February, our fields are completely fertilized. All we have to do is wait a little bit. And I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. When I see you in the next one, we'll probably have to go buy some more pig food, and we'll be able to start the mowing. We'll try and do a contract or two to maybe make some more money, and perhaps look into buying one of those fields, 36, 37, or 38. We shall see. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you guys next time.